All right, good evening to our professional colleagues, student members, and friends of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. And I will say welcome to another episode of ICAN-ngr. Today, Thursday, 24th April 2025. It's your show again, ICAN-ngr. And please inform your friends and colleagues that we have commenced the show. And you can be part of this episode on ICAN Facebook page, Instagram handle, or ICAN YouTube channel. And what exactly are we considering today? Of course, we are looking at the new ICAN professional syllabus, positioning future accountants in a globally competitive environment. And I have here in the studio today two distinguished guest speakers and senior professionals who will be talking about the new ICAN professional syllabus. Of course, I have the chairman of the Syllabus Review Technical Subcommittee in person of Dr. Julius Adeshino, FCA, who will be joined with the Honorary Treasurer of ICAN and also a member of the Syllabus Review Committee. As such, it's a whole lot to learn today. I'm sure the student members of the Institute are already here because they've been asking questions since the unveiling of the new syllabus. How is it going to be? What is it going to look like? Which subject is changing? Which one are they adding? Which one are they removing? A lot has been coming and coming and coming. Don't worry, we are here today to actually speak on the new ICAN professional syllabus. So let's quickly go and run some commercials. Don't go away. I'll be right back with my guest.
Succeed.
She has the skill to move financial mountains.
So can you with ICAN and the CGMA designation. He knows what it takes to succeed.
She has the skill to move financial mountains.
So can you with ICAN and the CGMA designation.
Finance in Nigeria.
He's ready to become a finance leader.
So can you with ICAN and the CGMA designation. She has the confidence to lead finance in Nigeria.
He's ready to become a finance leader.
So can you with ICAN and the CGMA designation.
All right, like I did say before we went on the short commercial, that today we are actually looking at the new ICAN professional syllabus, positioning future accountants in a globally competitive environment. And of course, I have here in the studio a very senior professional, and as the chairman of the Syllabus Review Technical Subcommittee in person of Dr. Julius Adeshino, FCA. It's a pleasure to meet you this evening, sir. You're welcome to ICAN-ngr.
Thank you. Good evening, all, and good evening, my personal colleagues. It's good to be here.
Thank you very much. Dr. Julius Adeshino will be joined later by the Honorary Treasurer of the Institute, who is also a member of the Syllabus Review Committee. I'm sure you are the man of the moment because the students members have been, of course, since the unveiling, they've been asking questions. So what next? What is changing? What is ICAN adding and what is ICAN removing? So, like I said, you are the man of the moment. In a few minutes, let our members know whom Dr. Julius Babatunde Adeshino is. He's a chartered accountant and chartered tax practitioner of over 40 years. He holds a first-class degree in accounting from Caleb University, a master's degree in accounting, and a doctoral degree in accounting at the same university, and also another master's degree in biz administration from Obafemi Awolowo University. He is an alumnus of the prestigious Lagos Business School, having completed the school's advanced management program in 1994. Wow, Dr. Adeshino has been the chief examiner for ICAN for the past 20 years. He's also an examiner for CITN and recently chief examiner for CIBN in the area of experiential learning module of the professional examination of the institute. Dr. Adeshina is married with 5 kids, 2 chartered accountants, and 3 PhD holders in different disciplines. Once again, it is a pleasure to meet with you today and to be speaking with you on the new ICAN professional syllabus. Fumi, you're welcome to ICAN-ngr. How have you been?
Well,
Thank you
fine.
very much,
Thank God.
Toasty. Yes, Dr. Julius, it's such a pleasure to be here with you today. And thank you for everything that you do for the Institute. We're very glad you're here today. Thank you, Toasty, and it's good to see you again.
Thank you very much, Fumi. Once again, we welcome Dr. Julius Adeshina to the show. So without much ado, like I said, we have a lot to ask you. We have a lot to ask you today, yourself and the HT, Honorary Treasurer, because the students want to know what your committee has gone ahead to do and what they will be doing differently effective November 2025 diet. So let's go this way. Oh, I can see the HT joining us in the studio. It's a pleasure to welcome Dr. Oluseyi Olanrewaju, FCA, straight into the ICAN-ngr studio.
You're muted, Dr. Sheyi.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tosin. Thank you very much for me. And I humbly salute my boss, Dr. Julius Adeshina. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you, sir? Good evening, Honorary Treasurer. It's good to be here together.
Sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so like I said earlier, Dr. Sheyi and Dr. Julius, both of you are the men of the moment. The students want to know what your committee has been able to do. So for me, let's go. Okay, I think there's a glitch over there. Okay, so let's go this way. The new ICAN syllabus was unveiled on Tuesday, 15th of April, 2025. And since then, there have been questions in the mouths of our students in order to know what exactly has changed, what triggered that development and all that. So I'll be starting with Dr. Adeshina. Development triggers changes, and changes, of course, trigger developments, vice versa. So can you share with our viewers on this program what actually necessitated the change in the ICAN syllabus at this point in time?
Okay, thank you very much. Well, like you said, developments globally and nationally always leads to change of professional syllabus. And of course, ICAN's understanding that the global environments of the profession and national environments in the tax space and the other issues affect the syllabus in a unique way. And they have the ICAN chartered accountant must be up to date and be able to be all-round business professional that can offer professional advice to companies. So I've changed the syllabus from being updated 5 years to every 3 years holistic review to ensure that development globally and locally are captured and professional accountants are prepared to meet the global challenges and national challenges in the profession. And so therefore, there have been a lot of challenges, a lot of development globally. Issues like sustainability, issues like artificial intelligence and other disruptive technologies that factually affect the profession globally. And of course, a lot of national development in terms of the tax space. We've been having financial acts every year. All these have to be captured to syllabus and other changes in the national environment. So that's the reason why the syllabus have to be reviewed and ensure that issues that we prepare accountants for the global workspace in this century are put in place in the syllabus.
All right, interesting. Thank you very much, Dr. Julius, for giving us that information. 5 years ago is a long time. So it's good that it has happened now. But to Dr. Sheyi, our honorary treasurer, my question is, How does this new syllabus align with ICANN's strategic vision? And when you talk about the global professional standard, we know that ICANN is a global institute, and we just need to understand, when you put it together with the likes of IFAC and other international educational standards, how does it really align with the vision of the strategic vision of the global profession? That question is to our HT. You're muted, sir.
Thank you very much, Fumi, for that question. I will tell you that ICANN vision is to be the leading professional accountancy organization and in Africa and maybe beyond Africa, because of what we see as the new content of the syllabus. So I will tell you straightforward that ICANN wants to prepare a future-ready accountants that will be able to help organizations, companies, generally clients, and give advice to them, that will help them grow their organizations, and also support governments in formulation of their policies and in making decisions for their citizenry. So what ICANN has done in the current syllabus is to ensure that all the current and topical issues that we see around the world, in the world of accountancy, in government accounting, what we call public sector accounting, in the area of technologies, all those trending technological solutions, digital solutions, all these have been incorporated into the new syllabus so that our students, when they pass this examination of ICANN using this current syllabus, they will be ready for the future. They will be ready to hit the ground running in every organization, in wherever space they find themselves. That is what ICANN has done in this syllabus, which align with his vision to be the best PAO in Africa and beyond. Thank you.
Wow, in order to make our students to be ready for the future. Thank you very much for the submission, my HT. Let me go back to Dr. Adeshino. In terms of, we have students who have commenced their studies, of course, either in skill level or professional level, using the expiring syllabus, which was, of course, which has expired in this May, or which will expire by May, and the new one will kick off by November. Can you highlight the major changes now, subject by subject, between the 2021 syllabus and the new syllabus that takes effect from November 2025?
Thank you very much, Mr. Tosin. And very simply, the new syllabus and the 2021 syllabus have the same number of courses, 15 subjects in each of the syllabus. But then there have been changes in the subject titles and also subject nomenclatures. First and foremost, in the foundation level, we have 4 subjects as usual with the 2021 syllabus. But then we have financial accounting retained as it was in the whole syllabus, in the current syllabus, in the new syllabus. But changed the management information in the 2021 syllabus to management accounting in the new syllabus. Why? Because we felt that the IT component of management information has become part of all the subjects of the syllabus, that we are testing the application of all IT in all the subjects of the syllabus. Therefore, we remove the IT part of MI and we increase the content to accommodate the management accounting that are needed to prepare candidates for the skills level when they are going to write their performance management. Now, also, the business management and finance has been changed to business environment. This is because we have to realign the subjects. The finance aspect of business management and finance have been taken to a new subject created at the skill level, which is called financial management. And we also try to increase the microeconomics aspect of the BM&F before, so that it could be in alignment with the global practices of other professional accountancy bodies. So, and of course, to prepare candidates to be able to understand the environment in which business are placed. Again, we change the business law instead of business law, we now call it corporate and business law. This is just simply to reflect the content, because most of the content are to do with corporate law and also business law. So we now change the nomenclature to include the content. So that's what we have at the foundation level. At the skills level, we still retain the 6 subjects that we used to have there, but with a little change. Financial reporting still remains financial reporting. However, we have made it, brought it up to date. All accounting, IFRS accounting standards that have been no longer there have been removed. Those ones that are more applicable, the ones that have become effective, they have been introduced, including some part of sustainability reporting standard, especially the S1. We try to put it in the financial reporting. And the taxation remains taxation at the skills level. And of course, the subject CSME, corporate strategic management, has been removed to give way to financial management. Financial management also is coined out at this level to help candidates to prepare for the strategic financial management they are going to meet at the personal level, because we discovered that the subject strategic financial management is too loaded, and candidates need a breathing space to first understand the nitty-gritty, the principles at the skill level before they now go and meet the applications at the professional level. So that's why we changed that. Advanced audits and assurance, audit and assurance that we have at 2021 syllabus has been changed to also reflect the content of the syllabus to audit, assurance, and forensics, because globally forensics are becoming a very serious issue, and even nationally. And we also have the content which we beef up so that our candidates also can prepare to play their role in any area of forensics in the profession. So, so that's the subject we have at the of course, public sector accounting and finance remains public sector accounting and finance. We have also introduced an element of sustainability to it based on current development globally. So those are the subjects we have at the skills level in 2025 syllabus. When we come to the personal level, we still retain the 5 subjects we used to have. We have the corporate reporting change from corporate reporting to strategic business reporting. And this is to align with the corporate reports these days that include sustainability and other reports that are very important, including corporate governance report. So we change it from corporate reporting to strategic business reporting. The advanced taxation remains advanced taxation. Advanced audit and assurance has also been changed. Candidates may sit in the syllabus unveiled that it was called advanced audit and assurance, but after the unveiling, we have met again to be able to look at it, and we felt that there's an oversight that the subject also include a lot of forensics. And so we have agreed, and council has just approved that the name of advanced audit and assurance be changed to advanced audit, assurance, and forensics. So also we have strategic financial management is still there. We also beef up a little bit. Some aspect of corporate strategic management that have been dropped from the syllabus has been incorporated into strategic financial management. That we assist the candidate to actually see how strategic management are done and how finance drive strategic management practices of companies. And of course, case studies still remain case study, although also the content has also been increased to include sustainable finance, sustainability, and sustainability issues. So all these are what we have in the new syllabus for 2025 as against 2021.
Oh wow, I'm very impressed with all that you have listed. This is ICAN doing the best to emulate what happens globally. Thank you very much, Dr. Julius, for all those the information shared. I want to recognize some of our audience here today. Hussein Kende Mustafa. He said, thanks in anticipation of the insights of the new ICAN professional syllabus. I see Shokumbi Babatunde, Pet Remy Ezugo. I also see Yusuf Shamaki all the way. Yes, so I see Daniel Rupai from Umo and Abidin Adeoye. So all of you that have joined, thank you very much for joining today's program. It's still ICAN on air, and this is what we do best, to educate you, enlighten you, and let you know what is going on with the institute. So thank you very much, Doc. we have two docs here. Tosi, I think we need to go and get our doctorate degree almost immediately, right? All right.
Exactly.
Yes. So, Dr. Shei, my question to you is, because I've heard some of the changes that had happened, right? But one thing that fascinates me is the audit assurance and forensic, which is something that is germane. It's something that is worldly acclaimed to be relevant now. But my question is, will there be a specific competency level required from the students for them to be able to pass this? Integrating all of these three, is that something that you expect from the students? Dr. Shigi.
Sorry, is it my network? You are freezing. I didn't get the question well.
Oh, yeah, apologies, Nigeria happens or anything happens. So my question is, when you talk about the audit, assurance, and forensic, is there something required in terms of competency level for students to be able to pass this or be well abreast of this subject?
Yeah, so thank you, Fumi, for that question. I will tell you that, as we know, forensic audits or forensic generally has been trending in the last couple of years. And what we have done in this new syllabus is to ensure that this is also incorporated. Just like I mentioned earlier, we are preparing future-ready accountants. Once you are done with your ICAN exam, you should be ready, whatever branch of accounting you want to go into. Is it audit, assurance, and forensic, which was not in the old syllabus prior to now. So we have emphasized this now in the new syllabus because we see that is an emerging area in the audit and assurance space. In fact, apart from that, we have forensic accounting out as well. So it's becoming an in thing, and we don't want to produce accountants that will not be able to address issues as touching the area of forensics. So that's why in this new syllabus, we introduce it at the skills level inside audit, assurance, and forensic, as the name of the paper now is. We have now also taken it higher at the professional level, where they do advanced audit assurance. So we've also now added forensic in front of that. That has been updated in the current new syllabus that has been hosted on the ICAN website, as I said. So one thing we're going to do to ensure that the required skills under forensic audit is well transferred or passed on to our students is that there's still going to be a roadshow that will cut across all the 6 geopolitical zones, where we are going to do more or less like train the trainers. So the new topics, the new addition into the syllabus, we are going to educate, the trainers, the lecturers of tuition houses, lecturers of universities, so that they are able to impact these new areas that we have covered in the new syllabus. So that's the part of the plan of this committee. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. That's a very good response to that question. Let me still hold on to Dr. Shei so that it does not look like I'm queuing behind Dr. Adeshino, while Fumi is queuing behind the HT. Let me also swap now and let's go from there. My HT, sir, the new syllabus showed that there's an increased emphasis on ethics and professional judgment. Why was it important to embed ethics in all 15 subjects of the original syllabus and then introduce a CBT on ethics and values? Why was that important, sir?
Thank you very much, Tosin. So maybe I should also mention some certain things we did while preparing this new syllabus. One of the key things we did during the preparation of this syllabus to make it very apt and very current and futuristic, like Dr. Additional earlier mentioned, is that we did what we call exposure draft. We exposed this to some stakeholders, the big four, some ministries that employ accountants in a number, association of accounting teachers, association of tuition houses, to have input into this. And I make bold to tell you that all the points they raised we actually inculcated them into this new syllabus. Another thing we did, because of the reciprocity that ICAN has with some advanced professional PAOs, professional accountancy organizations across the globe, we also look at their syllabus in putting this together to be sure that what we are putting together is international enough, is competitive enough for any ICAN student that passes this examination and find him or herself outside the shore of Nigeria for them to be able to work. In addition to what I've said, is that we also look at IFAC standards as touching education of accountancy. We look at the IESs, their standards on their education standards, independent educational standards prepared by IFAC. So one of the major things in that is that whatever syllabus a PAO is putting together, they must look into ethics and look at it very well. And I'm not sure Dr. Additional mentioned this. Even when you pass this examination, you are going to do a multiple choice examination online, that will certify you that you've imbibed ethics during the course of writing ICAN examination, to prove that you have actually understood what ethics is as touching accounting generally. So, as you know, in the last couple of years as well, ethics has become major issues around accounting, especially during the failure of corporate failure of some big organization. Enron Energy is one of them. Enron Power in US is one of these organizations that just went down because of lack of ethical principles in the administration and the governance of a business. So what we have done as an institute is that we have not only looked at the technical parts, of these papers that have been put in this syllabus, we've also looked at the ethical areas as encouraged and required by IFAC in their educational standards. Are you with me? So we've included all those into our syllabus, and not only that, we have put it in all the subject by subject. When you even finish, you are going to write an ethical examination online to also certify that you've imbibed these ethics in you. And as you go into the corporate world, you are also going to be able to put it to what you do as an accountant, aside from your technical knowledge or expertise on accounting and reporting generally. So that's one thing we have done in this syllabus, to comply with what employers of labors are asking for. Some of them actually mentioned that ethics should be included in some topics, and also to comply with ICAP provisions on examination education standards. So we have put all those into the syllabus, and this is the reason why we have done that. Thank you.
Yeah, HT, this is quite impressive, because I was almost going to ask you what you're doing in terms of the soft skills, but I would ask Dr. Additional so I don't toe the line of HT all the time. So, Dr. Additional, you've mentioned all the technical subject that has been put in place, and HT also mentioned the part of ethics and even the post-examination assessment that would happen. But my question for you is, at different symposiums, conferences, and all of that, there are soft skills that are required of accountants, such as emotional intelligence and things around the non-technical competencies that are required. Is there something that you're doing about, there's so much talk about IQ and other emotional intelligence subject matter. Is there something that you're going to do to add that into the curriculum in the future? Or perhaps not up to 5 years now, but what is the plan for other soft skills assessments for students?
Okay, thank you so much, Fumi. We are not just looking for the future before we put soft skills into the syllabus. They are already there. In fact, we have been putting soft skills into the ICAN syllabus since 2021. We have it under CSME, we have it in the business management and finance, we have it in case study, and we also are trying to put analytical thinking and critical thinking in some of the scenario questions in some of the subjects that are very important. So we still retain it in 2025 syllabus that is just unveiled. We have soft skills under business environment is part of the things that we are going to test there. We also have it in a case study as a subject where we are going to also test it. And our scenario questions also in some other subjects, like these advanced subjects, like from skills level upward, we have scenario-based questions there, and issues of soft skill also will come up there, where candidates are expected to display their ability to critically think or to think integratively to be able to answer those questions. So all this has been embedded into the current syllabus, and we hope that as we develop, we still see area that is needed where we are going to incorporate them in the future even more than we are doing now.
Thank you very much, sir. So let's now talk about the transition to the new syllabus and then the implementation. I'll be asking the HT, Dr. Lushi, this question. What is the conversion process for students currently in the old syllabus? Will there be any credits lost in the migration process? Will there be changes to the current exemption status? Let us know how the transition will go, sir.
Thank you very much, Tosin, for that question. And I think this is a very germane question, which most students are looking up to ICAN to say something on, especially as touching what Dr. Julius mentioned when he was doing his opening presentation. Now, we are no longer doing, as an institute, we are no longer doing what is called transition. And when you talk transition, the institute usually will give you some years to complete your papers at a particular stage before you move into the new syllabus. What we are simply doing as an institute in the interest of our students is conversion. So that will now lead me to saying that one thing we have emphasized in this new syllabus is that if you pass any stage, remember that the stages remain the same in the new syllabus, and the number of papers also remain the same. If you pass all the papers in foundation, you are going straight to skills level, irrespective of the new papers that have been added to foundation in the new syllabus. So if you also pass all your papers at the skills level, plus including MSME, you are also going straight to the professional level. And of course, when you pass all your papers at the professional level, you are going straight to be inducted, direct. However, if you fail, so one thing we did at foundation is that we changed some names and we added some topics and also removed some topics that we believe are no longer topical. We also transfer some topics under a particular paper to another paper at the ensuing level or the higher level, as the case may be. So the first thing is that if you pass all the papers at the foundation level, you go straight to the skills level. However, if you have reference at the foundation level, you will still be writing the reference, in foundation level in November when the syllabus will be effective. If MI is part of the courses you are having reference on, you will now be writing MA, because MI is equivalent of MA in the new syllabus. But if you have passed MI before in foundation level and you still have references in other papers, you will not be writing MA by November, because it is assumed that by passing MI, you have passed MA. So that is the arrangement for conversion at the foundation level. Then at the skills level, this will be the last time you'll be students will be writing MSCSME. This is the last time they will be writing it. It's no more in the new syllabus. So what we have also done in the conversion program is to say that any student that passes all the paper is currently having at the skills level, they will move straight to the professional level. But if you fail CSME, you will not move. If you fail any other paper, you have reference in other paper plus including CSME, you will go to, what's it called? By November, you will still be at your skill level. You will write the outstanding papers you have, excluding CSME, because CSME is no longer in the syllabus. But in addition, you will be writing financial management because it's newly introduced and you have not passed all the papers at the skills level. So the only thing that will make you escape FM, financial management, at the skills level is for all the candidates that will be writing this May examination to pass all the papers. But if you have reference in any paper, you will go and write FM still at the skills level in November. However, you will not write CSME again because it's out of the syllabus. So one question I've had some students ask is that since CSME is no longer in the syllabus, can't I just keep it, pass the remaining paper and go to professional? The rule does not support that. What the rule says is that you must pass all the papers at the skills level before you can move to professional level. But if you still have any papers outstanding at the skills level, plus including CSME, even though you won't write CSME by November, but because you didn't pass CSME, you will be made to write FM at the skills level. Then, of course, if you pass the FM or you pass all the papers, you move straight to the professional level. So that is the conversion process for skills. And I think that's only affecting foundation and skills principally. For professional level, it's straightforward. Just pass all the papers there and you move straight to becoming a graduate member. And after induction, you become ACA. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That was quite explicit. And for students that are listening, make sure you pass all your papers now so you don't have to struggle with what am I writing, what am I repeating, that kind of situation. So thank you very much, Dr. Sheyi, for that.
Fumi, I have a follow-up question with Dr. Sheyi there. Exactly, because I've been getting questions from students around me, mostly about this CSME, and I'm sure students who are also watching this program are also following up with the explanation. So here is my question, sir. Is FM replacing CSME? That's my first question. Is FM replacing CSME? That's my first question. The second follow-up question is, still on skills, if we have students who pass all other papers, including CSME, but fail just one, let me say, failed advanced, fails audit and assurance in skills, would they now go to, would they come back to write skills and write FM again, even when they have passed CSME? So let me put the question clearly, sir. Number one, is FM replacing CSME? That's my first question. Two, if you have students who pass CSME, would they have, but fail another paper, which is not CSME, would they still write FM in skills level before leaving skills? That's my question, sir.
Thank you very much, Tosin. I think I mentioned that while I was talking, but I also appreciate this, your emphasis, so that I can clear the hair about it. So to answer the first question, CSME is not the same thing. It's not replacing FM. They are two different papers. It's only MI at the foundation level that we are now replacing with MA. That's why I said if a student at the foundation level passes MI, it will not be made to write MA at the foundation level anymore. But whatever outstanding paper the person still has at foundation, they will write it. So it's only MA is a replacement of MI. Now, that's at the foundation level. Going to the skills level now, CSME is not the same as FM. I hope that answers the question. So yes, now, to answer the second question, the rule of the conversion for skills or foundation is that if you pass all your papers at the skills level, you move straight to the professional level. But if you fail any paper at the skills level, including CSME, remember that CSME is no more in the new syllabus. What will happen to you is that you won't have to write CSME again because it's been taken out of syllabus. However, you will now be writing the newly introduced paper, which is financial management at the skill level, plus other papers that you have outstanding. That is it. Thank you.
That's clear. That's clear. Thank you, sir.
Okay, yes, quite clear. Thank you very much, Doctor. You know, I was going to. You have mentioned everything, but you never talked about the fees, or if there's a cost implication for all of the syllabus changes, or even if there's going to be an applicable cost on exemption, or anything around financial implication of all of these great ideas.
So Fumi, let me come to you straight. ICAN is not a profit-oriented organization, and everything we do is in the interest of our students and our members, professional members. So I will tell you, this new syllabus is just to upgrade our students, our professional to be candidates, just to upgrade them and make them international and make them, to be the same with their counterparts anywhere in the world. So there is no cost implication whatsoever. The cost structure of the institute remains the same even as we go into the new syllabus. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. So let's go. Let me move to Dr. Adeshino to get from him what practical advice would you give to our students regarding the new syllabus that will help them to actually do well under the new framework? Put it correctly or put it better is that for students preparing for November 2025 examination diet by November then, what practical advice would you be giving to them? Because now they will be working with a new syllabus. What advice will you be giving to them to help them and enable them to succeed under the new syllabus or under the new framework, sir?
Okay, thanks so very much, Tosin. I think first and foremost, my first advice for people or our students that are writing the May 2025 examination that are at foundation level, skill level, that they should try as much as possible. They should study once and for all, and make sure you pass all the subjects at that level, so that automatically you move to the next higher level. That is better for them, and it will help them to quickly finish their professional examination. That's the first advice. The second advice for candidates that will be taking the new syllabus from November is that though ICAN is trying to help by producing study tests and also pilot questions, they should try as much as possible to ensure that they cover all subject areas, especially the new area that are introduced, like sustainability, like artificial intelligence and other disruptive technologies that have been introduced, and also new tax laws that have been introduced. They should try as much as possible to get used to this and understand them as much as possible, because this is very, very key to the new syllabus. We will be examining new things. We'll be looking at how our students can be able to prepare themselves for the future, as we test them in all these areas. So it's very important that they ensure that they do not just look at traditional area they have been reading, but they look at all this new development and ensure they master them before coming to the examination. So that's my advice to them.
Thank you so much, sir. That's a good advice. I hope you're listening. And I've been seeing a lot of questions from the audience. We will take your questions very soon. Get them ready. And our guests, Dr. Julius Adeshina and Dr. Sheyola Rewaju, will definitely take your question. But, in terms of industry and employer perspective, I wanted to push this question to Dr. Adeshina, that, given the qualification-based entry level in the private sector, and when you talk about MDAs, ministry departments and agencies, what does this change in syllabus, what does it portend for the new graduates? So that's the first part of my question. And, in terms of additional value, will this new syllabus bring employers or ICAN showcase them in any way, sir?
Thank you very much for me. I think you are very correct. The new syllabus prepare candidates or students to be able to take their place as a value creator in the organizations. And of course, this new syllabus has seen accountants no longer as just crunching numbers, but as a value enhancer or value creators or partners in value creation in the organizations. And that's the way they are trained also in the public sector. So if any candidates pass through this new professional examination, is well prepared to take their place as a partner in value creation in an organization they find themselves.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. So let's quickly go and take some other questions. And the questions I'm seeing here are very close to my earlier question with Dr. Sheyi on the transition, on the conversion, and all that. Now, the very first question, yes, sir, my HT, the very first question for you is this. Because of the, what do we call it? The credit system that I can now do, students are given the right to actually pick subjects. They can try to write one or write two and then leave the others. Now, there's a question here saying that if I decide not to register for CSME, I'm in skills level, but I decide not to register for CSME in this May diet, and I'm writing the other subjects. Now, what will now happen to me if I passed all of those other subjects? What will happen to me after passing? What's the next thing, sir?
All right. Let me also reiterate to say that, what we have done with the conversion to the new syllabus, we have done it in the interest of the students. We looked at it very well, and we chose the option that we consider, the best for our students. So the general rule of this conversion is that if you pass all the papers in a particular level, you are moving to the next stage, irrespective of the change in the new syllabus that will be effective by November 2025. So if you are in skills and you have not previously passed CSME, and you just want to opt to take maybe another 2 papers, let's say you have 3 papers remaining and CSME is part of it, and because you prefer to write 2, you are picking 2 out of the 3 and you want to exclude the CSME, you will not move to the next level, even though CSME is no more in the new syllabus. We go by the general rule that says all the papers must be passed per level before you move to the next level. The implication of not writing CSME is that you will go and write financial management at the skills level before you move to the professional level. So it's in the best interest of all the candidates to ensure that they pass all the papers remaining at each level. So if you exclude, even if it's not CSME, it's another paper, you will go and write FM plus those papers outstanding by November in the new syllabus. The only way out is to pass all the papers at that particular level so that you can move straight to the professional level. Thank you.
Well answered. Well answered. Well answered. I think that's why it is called ICAN. You cannot dodge. No, it is there for you. Thank you. Ojokainde Timothy is also asking something similar, something a bit similar. I say I have a question to ask. Those that have moved from skills to professional as at previous diets, but will not be writing professional level. Some students diet to just have delay and say, I'm not writing this diet just because I'm not prepared. But will not be writing this level. Will they be required to write FM by November? Let me take the question again, sir. Those that have moved from skills to professional level as at last diet. By this May diet, they are expected to write professional, but they want to take a break, like some students like to do, and say, don't let me rush myself, I'm doing some other programs. When they come in November, will they write FM in scale or will they go straight to professional?
Very good question, Tosin. The principle still applies. If you have passed all the paper in a particular level, you go to the next level. So if you wait, it's okay, provided that you have passed all the paper at a particular level. As a matter of fact, it's assumed that that person is even at the professional level because he or she has met the principle that guided this conversion to the new syllabus. So you can wait, it's your choice, but you are already at the professional level.
Wow, I think those guiding principles are the major thing that is actually helping and guiding the structure and all that. Thank you very much, our HT. Let me go back to Dr. Adishino, sir. In all of this new syllabus, certainly you agree with me that students who have some concerns, who have some feedbacks, yes, a program like this is available for them to understand, but yet some will still have some concerns and they will want to channel their concerns. Okay, I think Dr. Julius has been logged out. Then certainly I have my HT here to ask that question. So what channels or what are the available channels that students and young members can channel their feedback through on this new syllabus for learning process?
Thank you very much for that question. So they can actually channel their questions through the student affairs of ICAN. The full detail, the telephone number, the emails are on the website, and they are also in the new syllabus that have been hosted on ICAN website. Who to talk to, the details of the student. You can also use ICAN contact center or ICAN help desk. Somebody will respond to you within, say, 24 hours. Then also, during the launch, we invited all the tuition houses lecturer and all that. So your lecturers too, the registrar of the schools you are attending can also take you through, the new syllabus. These are some of the channels where you can immediately get response to whatever query you may have.
Thanks, sir, for providing that clarity. My question is also for you, HT, that I know people are agitated. You have your students already thinking what is going to happen, but what does success look like for ICAN with this syllabus 5 years from now? And my other part of the question is, if you had one message for this prospective ICAN students about the future of accounting profession, what would it be?
Okay, I think the answer to that question would be that accounting students should know that accounting generally is no more monotonous. Accounting is now very dynamic, considering the fact that we also are in a VUCA world, that world that is volatile, that world that is uncertain, that world that is complex, and that world that is very ambiguous. So as an accountant, they should see their profession like that. That what we also meet in this corporate world are complex issues. In fact, we will see some issues that even your bosses with their decade years of experience, they have not come across at all. So we are preparing accountants, that can think on their feet with the content of this syllabus, accountants that are dynamic, accountants that can use discretion, accountants that can use judgment, in approaching the task or transactions that may seem complex that they may encounter in the course of the world. So they should be close to IFRS because IFRS also changes almost every time. We have new ones being issued every time. They should be abreast of changes along that line. And just like Dr. Julius mentioned earlier, We also now have International Sustainability Standard Board that is issuing sustainability reporting standards. They should also be close to this board and their works. As we speak, they've issued 2 standards that is talking to sustainability reporting. They should be close to, the new principles. What is ethics? Because we are not just only looking at technical area of accounting anymore. They should be ethically balanced. That's the accountant of the future. And finally, as an accountant, they should also know that technology is disrupting what we do, the way we carry out our functions as accountant. So every accountant now should be digital savvy. They should learn, relearn, and unlearn, especially in the area of technology, to drive efficiency and to drive the value they bring to the table in their various organizations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my HT. The final question on this show goes to Dr. Additional. For every syllabus change, there is always anxiety amidst the students. What practical assurance are you giving to ICAN students, telling them that all would be fine? Let's hear from you in 30 seconds, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Tosin. I think there's nothing to fear because ICAN by itself is also preparing to help the candidates by producing study tests in alignment with the new syllabus and also pilot questions to guide the students in preparing for the examination. There's nothing to fear. We have not changed anything. We still try as much as possible to help our candidates to ensure that they pass the examination. There's nothing to fear at all. Just make sure you prepare well and all will be well.
There is nothing to fear. Just make sure you prepare well and all will be well. And those are the words of Dr. Julius Additional, FCA, the chairman, Syllabus Review Committee, and also Dr. Oluseyi Olanrewaju, the honorary treasurer of ICAN, and also a member of the Syllabus Review Committee. It's indeed a great one having 2 senior professionals on this show today who have both spoken very well on the new ICAN syllabus. Sir, we want to say thank you so much for coming and for joining us on this show today. I'm sure our student members have actually learned a whole lot. All those fears, questions, they've all been answered. Thank you so much, sir. And we hope that when next we call upon you for different topics, of course, as usual, you're working to our call. Thank you so much, sirs.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, our time is fast spent. Let's quickly take some announcements that we have on the show for you. ICAN is granting members in practice a final grace period to renew your invalidated or untenured licenses before 31st of May 2025. So if you are in this category, after this deadline, all those licenses will be permanently nullified and there will not be second chance. Come this weekend, 24th, the 24th Fellowship Conferment Ceremony will be holding Saturday, April 26, 2025 by 11 a.m. at 4 Wilmot Point Road, and that is a Harbor Point. Please don't forget, for all those who have applied, please ensure you are there on time. Then the May 2025 Diet Professional Examinations registration is still on course. Registration will close by May 16th. Ensure you go and register and get yourself prepared for the examination. Wow. And that is the show for today. You are doing with me. That is what the while. Very educating and instructive. Of course, seeing the 2 great men coming to talk to us about the new syllabus. Till you come your way again, myself and Fumi will say stay safe and stay sound. I'm Tosin Akinwumi, FCA, saying thank you for watching and enjoy your evening.